Sol, why you so high? That is the question. So programmable blockchain Solana's Sol token crossed the triple figure mark on Monday, drawing a three-figure price for the first time. And it is now the ranked 8th largest crypto by market cap, which is absolutely wild, but also tracks with the frothy nature of DeFi and NFTs. So Will, as our resident DGen, I want your first thoughts on this one.
I've kind of hung up the DGen cloak for a little bit, though. I need to get back into
Dust it off. Put it back on, you know?
Yeah.
I love DGen, Will. To keep track of this stuff. I love the DGen stuff. It's really probably like it's more fun than NFTs in my opinion, which that has also turned into like this whole degenerate ecosystem as well. The thing that sticks out to me, and I should have found this quote and pulled it up earlier, is Sam Bankman-Fried back in like 2018 when Sol first was coming out. It'd been out for about a year at least before as a token, but he started betting on it and buying more and more and more of it. And now look at it, it's $100 a token. Like, it's just incredible to see the foresight that we have from some people who are in the ecosystem who know what to buy and where to buy it. And then years later, you see $100 price valuation on a token like Sol, which is a competitor to an Ethereum. And no one thought Ethereum really had any competitors. I thought there was a huge moat around Vitalik's project. So that's my takeaway, is that there's people in this industry who are just so good at calling the shots. It's just wild to see. Jen, I'm going to toss it to you.
Yeah, we should be listening to people like SBF and not billionaires who made their billions years ago and are just not wanting to understand the future. But I wanted to talk about a video that Solana tweeted on Friday that indicated that there could be a token burn coming up. It's just I don't know if you guys clicked on it, but it's just a lighter flickering. So I clicked on it, and it takes you to a page that says, the sky's the limit. What will you launch? And so this had me thinking that they're doing something on Friday. And I really hope that it's another NFT project. I know, Ben, that you're going to roll your eyes at me, but I hope that that's what it is. And that's what we're building up to here.
Can I interject
also
really quick?
Speculation about, go take it.
Apparently, and this brings up an old standing feud between Naomi and I, so it's probably not wise of me to do it. But Voice.com has now pivoted to an NFT website. Mm-hmm. Which
we've talked about that on the show before, Will. Where
did
have
we
you
talk
been?
about that already?
Yeah,
we talked about that at length.
A while ago.
We all know. We all know.
All right. So away from that breaking news, back to Will, tell us how you really feel and what you're thinking about late into the night. But no, this is a sort of speculation around Solana's impending ignition upgrade, in which there's some social media chatter that there could be additional token burning mechanisms or liquidity mining incentives, and that's sort of what maybe has pushed this price point. But Will, back to your point briefly, and then Naomi, I'm going to toss to you. We talk about FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried like buying up Sol tokens, right? FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried are also putting a lot of projects here, right? They're like driving a lot of the development of this space. So we talk about like buying up tokens early in the foresight. It also helps to have a huge exchange behind your back and be able to throw millions at the project or that the blockchain network itself to launch various projects, DEXs like DeFi protocols, etc. But Naomi, over to you.
Yeah, I think in that, that's spot on, Ben, that these people aren't just getting lucky. These people are building the ecosystem that they're then benefiting from. The same thing kind of happened from Ethereum when you had Consensus and you had Joseph Lubin just pouring money into, developing projects based on Ethereum. And now, you have other people doing similar things on other blockchains. I think it's the smart play. That's absolutely what these people should be doing, is try to build that up, encourage people to go over there. We talked in the last episode about all the incentive programs for people to move over to like Avalanche and things like that in DeFi space. There's another incentive program. I can't remember which chain it's on, but like lots of them going on right now where people are just trying to say like build up projects on this network, and that's how they're going to popularize those networks. But it brings up the old question that we bring up on the show frequently about the future of Ethereum and its competitors and who's going to win out in the end, because Ethereum really does have that first mover advantage because they got all those players to build on them on the outset. All these people have sunk costs into building on Ethereum, and then you start to have all of the scaling issues and everything's very expensive there, and a lot of these projects just didn't become viable because of the expense around it. And now you have all these competitors springing up. Solana is doing incredibly. They've literally pitched themselves as, we are the alternative to Ethereum. And it's not, one of the second layer scaling solutions that they're building on Ethereum. We are something that does this on the base layer, which means that everything's going to be compatible. Everyone who builds on Solana, whereas it's not clear that that's going to be the same thing with these different scaling solutions on Ethereum. If different people are using different layer 2 solutions, it's going to require more integration to have them talk to each other and all of that. And so you have lots of different protocols really vying for that throne that Ethereum now has. And you got Tezos vying for it as well. You got Binance Smart Chain. You've got lots of different projects. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here and whether Ethereum is going to get to proof of stake in time, whether they're going to fix all their scaling in time, or if they're just going to lose a lot of market share and people are going to start betting on different horses. But Will, I'll throw to you for your thoughts. What's your prediction there?
I'm sorry for wasting your guys' time on the EOS story. I just got really hyped.
Well, don't apologize. I feel so sad for telling you now.
On the show.
I wanted to bring up some fire this morning, just to instigate something. In terms of Solana, Ethereum, it's also interesting. Cardano is really pumping recently, which is interesting. And they've had some new stuff come up, some new projects come up on their platform, launching smart contracts, some and whatnot. It's always kicked around as a meme coin of the smart contracts. And I'm not going to get into that, but I think it's just worthy to say that there is a lot of pressure on Ethereum right now. And I think that I'm wondering how that pressure affects the developer roadmap. In my experience reporting on Ethereum, it really hasn't changed things too much. Ethereum has executed very well over the last year and a half in terms of launching ETH 2.0. That network is live, and it's probably going to kind of become one with this merge by Q1, Q2 of next year. And these projects just take a lot of time. I think we're looking at this really tiny micro economy right now. In 5 years, we'll be having a very different discussion. I think there will be multiple chains, but Ethereum is still going to be top dog.
I was going to say, does it have to be a winner take all? That's kind of my question, right? As we saw with crypto generally, it was not there are so many coins out there. And I think that, we're just going to have network optionality and kind of the multi-chain future we talk about, as opposed to the ETH killer conversation that has been happening for years and not really gained the traction until maybe at this moment. So that might be the way that we look at going forward.